Okay, so welcome back everyone. Probably gonna have to do two parts of this video because as you can see there's a lot of stuff on the table and there's a lot more that you can't even see. I guess we'll start off with this like little Neo 2 binder. Pretty much all in like light play condition, but picked it up for a pretty cheap price. We'll go through this stuff in the background I guess first. Here we have three of the, I think they're like inserts of the Pokemon Trainer Fan Club, like the magazines. I'm not really sure what all of the cards are. I think there's a Dunsparce, and this is the Blossom. I think I'll just keep these sealed. I haven't looked at the condition of the cards yet, but these come from a seller that I've purchased stuff from before, and it's always in really good condition, so maybe I'll have to look over if the cards are in gem mint condition. And if they are, I might just have to get them out and grade them. But for now, we'll go on in the video. So I purchased two items, and I thought both of these would be pretty much the same size as a Pokemon card. And I was very wrong. But still some cool pickups. Didn't really pay anything for them. I just saw them come by and I thought like, well, as like little Pokemon cards, those are pretty cool. But apparently, yeah, as you can see, like comparing it to your regular card, neither of them were in the same size. So maybe next time I'll have to do a bit more research before I buy stuff. But like this was just a fun little pickup, so I don't really mind. I purchased a sealed versus deck with the Rocket Stern, or the, not sure what this guy's name is, but it's from the second movie, the Celebi movie. As you can see, it has the Tyranitar in it. I think it's all in like really good condition. The deck, like I said, as you can see, there's multiple cards, at least if the camera focuses. There's multiple cards in here. They all seem to be in good condition, so maybe I'll open that at some point and grade them. I purchased a whole bunch of cards. This thingy has two of these little, yeah, I don't really know what they are, like a small little promo set from, I think, when Sun and Moon was released, so it's a while ago now. Yeah, I guess we'll just go into the cards. There's a whole bunch of like newer cards. Oh, actually, I have a little stack here. Like, I purchased a whole bunch of these. I think I paid around 15 to 20 bucks each for these. Not bad. All of these have already sold, so by the time that I'm uploading this video, these will have gone out of the door, because I will first be sending out those pre-orders that I had for those cards, and then I'll get to editing the video. But I figured I would just show those cards in the video as well before I upload it. So here we just have a few of the holo cards from the newest sets. Go through those a bit quicker. This is from Eevee Heroes, I think. So just a whole bunch of holos. I have big stacks of the V cards and the GX cards. Like, I think most of these are mint condition. I'll have to go over everything. I also have some stacks that are still like, that I still have to look into. This is a pretty cool Gyarados. But like, there's a few stacks on the table that I'm not going to go over today, but yeah, the condition of those are mixed, so I don't want to mix those up with like the cards that I think are in good condition, because then I'd have to filter them out again when listing these online. But yeah, just a whole bunch of GX cards. They're pretty much, a lot of them are from Tag Team, and yeah, pretty popular Pokemon in general. That's what I kind of look for when I buy these lots. Like the Pikachu and the Zekrom, and the as you can see here, the Blastoise. And then just everything that comes with it, pretty much. And then I list those individually here in the Netherlands. And here we have just a whole bunch of V cards. Just a giant stack of them. So I'll go through those a bit quicker. Here's some Celebi from the deck. I don't think there's anything crazy in this little stack. It's just like the V cards from the regular sets. I did actually get some Suicune, like the first bunch of cards from like the Blue Sky Stream and the Towering Perfection, or the Skyscraping Perfection, however you want to name it. I did not get any of the Suicune, so I'm assuming that they are very playable on the Japanese side in the actual game, which is probably why a lot of them were not included in the earlier lots that I purchased. But as you can see, just a whole bunch of Gyarados and all of those, like, not very interesting V cards, but they pretty much come with like lots that I purchase. So I don't specifically buy those cards, they're just like free inserts for the cards that I'm actually looking for. Here I just bought just a little stack of Eevee Heroes. I have more coming, of course, because I'll stock up on these, and probably the V cards will sell for a very long time. So we're getting to the VMAX cards. These are, I think, all VMAX cards. And then we'll get to like the more interesting cards in the end. Just a whole bunch of cards. There are more Gyarados. Never mind picking those up. Don't really care much for Trevenant, but oh well. And there's a Celebi in here. I still have like 50 of these probably. And a Scizor. I really do like this Scizor VMAX. And on the table there's 2 more Scizor VMAX. And here we go with the amazing rares. I think in like one of his last videos, Scott, as in SM Pred, mentioned that these were like, at least he mentioned the Kyogre going for like $3 a piece. I'm not sure where he purchased these, because these were like like $1 each, but I think they're pretty cheap, but don't underestimate the just sheer amount of quantity that there are. Like, I see sellers listing like 100, and it's not like one seller doing that, there's so many of them. So even though they might go up a little bit in price, I don't think they're going to be worth a lot of money very soon, because there is just a lot of them. Here we have a nice shiny Metagross GX from the Ultra Shiny GX cards. And a little... I like this Dragonite a lot. And also, like I mentioned, I do really like this Scizor. And then to close off for the Ultra Rares, we have 3 of the Umbreon and Deoxys, or the Espion and Deoxys. I guess I'll go into this little stack first. These are just some old back hollows and maybe a few GX cards. I think it's just one. Finally found another one of these. And as you can see in this stack, like, there are some nice cards in here. But we'll get to it in a second. Like, there are some actually really nice cards in here. At least from the WotC era. Like, I picked up these 3, which were pretty cheap. Like this Game Boy Promo always sells really well. There's a pretty nice swirl here. So, pretty nice. And just a whole bunch more old black cards. And like, now we get to the point where I'm like, this is like 4 different cards. And if you ever want to sell something, don't do what this seller does. Like, list 10 of the same card, because you're just gonna end up dropping your price down and selling it to a lunatic like me, who actually will want to buy 5 or 10 of the same card, because yeah, you're never gonna get like the best price if you list. In this case, I've already sold a few of these. Like, these I got in a while ago. Like, nobody really needs this many. So just either sell them individually, or like grab 1 card of each and make like little lots of those. Like, don't list like 20 of the same card at the same time, because that's really not gonna give you the best results. But yeah, I guess I don't mind picking those up for the prices that I paid for them. In general, they're in pretty decent condition. Here I have 2 of these sealed Kecleon. I'll have to look at whether or not they're maybe like in condition that where I can open them and grade them. I have 4 of the Touch Change. I think there's like 2 in each. And here we have a little set of the Neo 2 file cards. Yeah, I think we're already on to the last stack. I blasted through that quickly, so hope that I don't run out of memory. This one, actually, I picked this up very, very cheap, and I honestly don't really see anything wrong with it. Like, there's no whitening, really, or at least like maybe a little tiny bit, but most of it is due to the light, so I'm really happy about this specific one. The leopard is also really nice, not really any... There's a few like small print lines, but nothing too bad. And this one does have like a little scuffing here on the side, but that's not too bad. And I purchased a whole bunch more of the alternate art. This one already sold actually, so I purchased this for someone who specifically asked like, hey, I want this card, can you get it for me? And yeah, sure. I can pretty much get anything from Japan, so I'll, if you ever want something, then at least if you're in like the Netherlands, I can pretty much just look up a price for you. And if you agree with that, I can pretty much just buy it for you. And you have to wait until I get it, of course, but then I'll just send it to you. And here we have 2 of the Game Boy promos, and also the Dark Pharaoh. I think this is Dark Pharaoh, not the regular Pharaoh. But yeah, really nice. I think they're in decent condition. But yeah, very happy to pick these up finally. Like, I've been eyeballing these for like probably like 2 or 3 years now. Like, oh man, I really need to buy these, and I never actually did. But yeah, these are in fairly good condition. Also picked up, as you could see before, 1 and 2 of the Intellion VMAX. I should also have another Gengar coming on, because I did already sell the first one. This, I purchased the Magneton, and these 2 came in for free. And honestly, I was looking at the at the Squirtle, and it looks really, really nice, so really happy about that. And then we also have this really nice Shadowless Machamp, or Machamp, depending on how you want to say that. There's a little whitening on the bottom, there's a little white speck here, and I don't know if that's on the card. But that pretty much came from this little theme deck. So Shadowless theme deck, so I also have the entire stack of the other cards in here. So I have to look at those to see or not, to just find out if the cards are in good enough condition to grade, or maybe I'll just sell it, or I'll just keep the deck itself. But yeah, as you can see, a lot of cards today. I know. Yeah, gonna be a lot of work listing these all online, but I already have like probably like a few €1,000 more purchases coming next week, so I should pretty much have everything set, and I'll upload next week.